Is it a permanent sickness? Can we resolve the issues of Southern Sudan? Is it something that has gone wrong for 200 years? There has always been a problem in Southern Sudan, in that great region, starting from all the way the Alimadi Wars and the rest of all what happened until today. Peace seems to be elusive. Why has UN taken slow action? Why hasn't UN set up a tribunal? We want to see a tribunal that will make sure that Southern Sudan people are accountable. Those who committed crimes against the human beings. 20,000 Sudanese perished. They are perished. They are not accountable. Nobody can account for them. And we cannot sit here, go on hammering peace agreements without mechanisms of accountability. If we set a tribunal for Sierra Leone, for Rwanda, for Cameroon Rouge, we need somebody to stand up for the poor masses, the masses that have died, the masses that continue to die, the masses that are being brutalized, murdered, maimed on a daily basis by marauding armies of both Riek Machar and Salva Kiir. There must be an accountability. You are not going to sit here and tell people there is no accountability in Southern Sudan. There must be a tribunal. Why do we run to harass countries of Kenya, put ICC on Kenya, put ICC on this country, put ICC on Central African Republic? Why have we delayed on putting a tribunal for Southern Sudan to find out who is killing, who has been killing, how they have been killing people? Let me speak for the people in Southern Sudan, the women, the children who have not gone to school, the children who have no medicine, the children who have nothing, who have been running since 2013, and the war cannot end because of two people. Let them face the tribunal. I'm not going to keep quiet as a Pan-African to see Southern Sudan being maimed, being tortured, being cut, dismembered. And we keep quiet and watch people vote images of people, of malcontents singing to us in Uganda, in Kenya, in Ethiopia, in South Africa, telling us they have money. Let them face the international tribunal and tell the tribunal who gave them the guns, where they buying them, how they were killing people. Enough of is enough. Enough is enough for Africa. We have had enough. There is no need of that anymore. Enough is enough. And if people have died, they will not cry. We people who are left on planet Earth must cry for them. We must find justice for them. We must make sure that there are leaders who go on bragging on television stations all over the world, who are accountable. They must be behind bars.
Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to Punchline Africa TV, broadcasting all the way from Nairobi, the Republic of Kenya. Viewers, we apologize for a delay in our service because of our router systems were down, and we have just managed to resuscitate them and start afresh. Thank you very much, viewers, wherever you are. This is Africa Showdown program, coming all the way from Nairobi, Johannesburg, Berlin, and elsewhere in the world, wherever you are picking us. Thank you very much, together with Miriam Ogutu, the German speaker. How was your weekend?
My weekend
You seem to be bowling.
Yes.
We call it bowling.
It's bowling, yes.
Yes, it gives more strength.
Yes, more muscle.
Muscles.
It's
I
a
hope.
workout. It's
I
a
hope the
workout.
Olympics is very far.
No, I cannot do javelin. So we'll just leave that.
Olympics is very far, but Miriam has started it very early to make sure that she is there on record.
The Winter Olympics is coming, except they don't do bowling there, I believe.
Okay, thank you very much, viewers. Our topics are well laid down. Thank you very much. Over the weekend, over the week, we have engaged us on all the our Punchline Africa TV, on Punchline Afrique on Twitter, and then Punchline Africa TV on Facebook and YouTube. We are all available there. You can also call us on any of the numbers that is showing, that is coming from you, showing down there. Engage us, talk to us, tell us what you want us to do, tell us what you want us to say, what can be said. Say something. Say something about Africa. Africa pains you. Africa, are we there? Kenya. Jesus Christ. Scandal after scandal. Those are our topics. Can the Jubilee deliver the Big Four agenda? Scandal after scandal is coming. Every day, every morning you wake up is another scandal. We have become a field, a world of fake diamonds, fake gold, fake. What is going on? Kenya has become a dumping field for fake people. Are we fake? We all along countries in East Africa have never earned such a bad name. The only country in Africa that had named and such a place that when you travel with them on a plane, the first thing people ask when you reach Heathrow Airport, you are screened differently. It's Nigeria.
Yes.
And Jamaica. At that time, we thought there was a problem because we had to complain so much. Why do you discriminate Nigerians? But when things like fake this, fake that, fake this, fake that start coming in, now the problem comes. And everybody is coming in now asking, what is all this? This is fake gold, there is fake diamond, there is fake currency. Kenyan currency was on stock exchange market in London. You can exchange Kenyan currency in London and get Kenya shillings, and you can also sell Kenya shillings in London. But if we have a fake currency, reports of fake currency, reports of conning sheikhs in the Middle East, Miriam, where are we going to have? Where are we going to end?
It's a very worrying time for Kenya, as scandal after scandal, as you said, and the Jubilee government agenda for President Uhuru Kenyatta seems to be at stake right now. And when you look at Kenyans, we are so used to this kind of headlines that to some point we are becoming very desensitized. Like it's very normal. If you wake up in the morning and there's no headline on scandal, on theft, it's like, okay, so what is really happening? So
you seem to be saying there is a change of wind, or the wind is not blowing nicely.
I think after the president's State of the Nation, yes,
Kenyans, people got off. I think let's also bring in this element. Whether the president is listening or his handlers are listening. I think the State of the Nation speech where the president said, don't act as vigilantes. The media was bringing up, and the media was in the forefront, and we are not going to lose hope. The president did not say, go and kill people. The president just said, don't act like vigilantes. Don't go and beat up people. But take the people, let there be evidence. Now, evidence is emerging. In fact, one of the evidences that we are going to use is your telephone voice. There are so many of these audio tapes now packed, ready for release. You know, we have to fight. There is a way we must fight corruption. And we are not going to keep quiet and harp every morning that we don't have any evidence. When these guys go to court, they were told there is no evidence. So we have now decided to divert it to another technique, very good one. Your phone, your voice, you are conning the person you are conning. Now, even the people we are conning, this video did not come from here. The video, I want to tell you frankly, authoritatively, it came from the man.
The audio.
The audio, yes. It came from the man.
From the sheikh.
Yes. They are crying. They can't have access.
And right now the UAE.
And you cannot stop us. DPP is trying to threaten the media. Yes, DPP should do his role as a DPP. Wait, we are whistleblowers. The media is a whistleblower. The people who are dropping the president's name, these are conmen. Who doesn't know Wetangula? Who doesn't know Wetangula is a thief from those days? Wetangula has been a thief. Wetangula put us in jail with Simiyu. He's a thief. From 1985-86, Wetangula has been swindling people. You know? He has been swindling people. So who doesn't know Wetangula? That you are talking about Wetangula today. An embassy fell down, finished. An embassy, full embassy went. He left Mr. Twitter Mwangi, the PS, to suffer, to carry the cross. Yet he's the one who directed for the money to be carried. Piracy, Leiko. There are so many things. Let's talk these things now. You are not going to threaten people that don't talk about them. We have to fight the president, to tell the president the truth. The truth. Wetangula is an elder in the Luya community. We Luyas are fed up with a thief. Because he has been thieving throughout.
All right.
3/4 of his, three-quarters of his age is a thief.
Which has nothing to do with the Luya community.
No, now it is, we as elders in the community, I am an elder in the community of the Luya community. Above 64, you can't call me a younger kid. I am about to make children to come to be circumcised at my house. Anywhere in Luya I can make it, people can be cut from my compound. It means I'm an elder. But we cannot, what is there that we should protect here? That voice, let me ask you, that voice, do you doubt it?
Well, investigations are continuing, and it seems to be Senator Wetangula's voice. And yesterday, is it the DCI or the DPP who came out to say we should, the media or people who are sharing this audio should stop?
No, Mr. DPP, arrest us. That's all. Arrest us, then take us. Then we leave it for you. The DPP should also know there are other people who are helping in this war. We are simply not going to arrest people, but we are bringing out facts. For example, how the only problem that these guys did was to mention the president's name, and then they dropped the names. But if the president doesn't know, Mr. President, they use your name to solicit money from innocent Kenyans. If the president launches investigations around some people who are around him, it's too much out here. Mzee alisema di, mzee alisema hii. They have used the president's name. They have spoiled the president's name. They have spoiled everybody's name. Conmen drop names in order for the suspecting sheikhs who are also, we should launch an international mafia. Why are they specialists in buying gold? I'm going to ask that. In fact, I will use another system in the world to check as to why the sheikhs in the Middle East come to Africa to buy only stolen goods, gold and the diamond. Why don't they come to governments direct? What do you think?
Yeah, and
is it because you get more money?
Maybe, but also I think one I can see one of our viewers here, Daniel Kimani, really wanting us to really for you to talk about the connection between Raila and Wetangula. And his latest questionnaire is asking, Doctor, do you remember recently Wetangula forgiving Raila for free? It is because he knew Raila was tearing his fake gold scam. How would you respond to that?
Because that is exactly what he used. Why he said, I forgive Raila because he knew the case was coming. And therefore, he would need Raila in the future.
But according to Kimani, he thinks that Raila and Wetangula Raila is part of that gold.
No.
From his previous
No.
If I'm wrong, please correct me.
No. Let's explain the truth.
Yes.
Do you know what these people do? Now Kenyans, listen. This is what they do. These boys with Range Rovers and some other things, smart ones, they go to functions. Let me tell you the truth, and the world here, they go to functions. They buy VIP cards for 100,000. They go to office of the president when there is a function in State House. there was this presidential unit of Itumbi and the other man, what is his man? The big one. They used to sell these cards. You Kenyans, you better be told the truth, mama. They used to sell these cards for 100,000 for VIP. You was been given a card to go to State House to eat food. You find your chair taken by a mafia. A mafia has brought some two beautiful women. Also, they have taken chairs. They begin there. Now they seek for President Uhuru Kenyatta to pick a Selefi. The security of His Excellency, the President, should now onwards stop Selefis from unknown mafia people. They use that Selefi, go and draw out a photograph, then they fly to Dubai. Then when they are showing the sheikh, a man who has billions of dollar money in oil, I was with the president. You see, I'm with. I know. Oh, there are many.
So you're saying, especially the main culprit, Zahir Jihanda, he's been.
That is what he has been doing. Have you seen Have you seen strategically?
Because we've seen the photo.
Where the president, where the deputy president, where Raila is.
All the top politicians.
Yes, where Raila is, where Matiang is. The guy takes 40. What? Selefi. All these Selefis are taken by that mafia, that stupid guy. And then, specifically, there are very many of them. They know what they want to do. They go and sell these diamonds. They have already got a buyer. They show this man a President Museveni. I am your, I was with him in the State House recently. You see me wanting Selefis with anybody? People find you at the airport. They want, Dr. Matanga, let's take a selfie. Me, I will break your phone. Take the picture where I'm in the public, fine, but no selfie. Then they go, they have already got their people whom they want to go on a con. So they say, okay, well smart with high perfume, well nice suits, free money, like a Gerard. What does Gerard do? Ask Gerard which school he went.
Gerard Otieno.
Yeah, which school did he? Can he write an essay?
The flamboyant.
Yeah, can he write an essay? Can Gerard Otieno write an essay even in English? His role is to con people. And then they have access, conduits within these offices. You find them at the VIP. Dr. Matanga has been given a card of VIP to attend a function. Who sits there? This mafia. All these mafias. This is not the president. The president doesn't know what they are up to. The president is up there. Dr. Matiang is up there. Raila Amolo Odinga is up there. All these DP Uruto is up there. He doesn't even know. But the people down around there are the mafia, are the people conduits who sell cards. I swear I no longer go to any government. If someone has seen me there of late, let him say, I don't go to all those things anymore. You find the worst criminals, they have sat in the VIP where you have given a card because of your role and your participation of what you have done for this nation. They are seated there. They don't want to move even. On top of that, listen, they bring their concubines. They occupy the whole table. So for you, the protocol, people run for a chair to fix you just near them.
Next to the
if you ask him why he's in this function, he doesn't even know the meaning of the function. His role is to take a picture with the president, with Raila Odinga, and with others. Yes. So, they drop these names because those sheikhs, in Arab countries, they believe that they do things, their authority themselves.
Yes.
The sheikh of UAE like is an authority.
They have their own international.
Yes, so once you invoke the name of the president,
yes, the
whole of Dubai will shake.
Yeah.
So that is why it is so. It's not that Raila was selling gold. It's not that Uhuru was selling gold. It's not that Matianga was selling gold. They are using, and they get even someone who speaks exactly like a Matiang. So you are in Dubai. How will you know that this is not Matiang?
Did they not even use the president's personal number here to get money just the other day? So anything is possible.
You see, let's speak the truth
Yes.
about all this. Your take. Because for me, I've done my best.
I may only have questions.
Yes.
So just
Hot hair.
Yes.
Look, hot air sellers. They sell hot air. Then they are called selfies takers. They take selfie. They strategically wait for Deputy President Ruto to come out of any function. Then take a selfie. Then tell people that I was with Ruto yesterday. And that's what he told me. I want 5 million shillings. Well, they are doing it. They are doing it.
Okay. So, is it yesterday, Mr. Zahir? He ran for some presidential seat and he failed in the last elections and the other year. He's very young, 39 years old. So yesterday in an interview I was watching, he came out and he said the three people that were mentioned, that is Raila Odinga, Matiang'i, and who else? The president, they were not part of that deal. And he tried to explain how that whole thing worked out. But also, as I was watching the news, I saw a part of the politicians really running with the story and saying, okay, fine, the president is exonerated, but Mr. Raila Odinga and Wetangula needs to come clean and tell us what they know about this. Even as much as these guys come out and say these people are not part of that deal. So has damage been made already on these people that have been mentioned?
Yes, because when you invoke the name, Moses Wetangula is well known, everybody knows. I don't know, you younger people who have just been, Moses Wetangula is, if this guy did not go to school, he would be a real serious thief. The one who steals chicken, you know this small chicken, that chicken runners, is Wetangula. So when Kibaki, let me tell you, Kibaki brought me here to work on ICC. Nakwambia ya haki. When he told me you work with this man, I said, which one? This one? Muze, no. No. The man said, what is the problem? He's my good minister. I said, him? No. Me, no. I said it. Ask Simiyu, the brother of Esel, where he is. He's in exile in South Africa because of Moses. Moses has got those habits of eating, cheating, doing dubious things, and the way he talks, in fact, that is the way he talks. He talks slowly as if he's talking on top of women. Sorry.
That just threw me off guard. I did not expect that at all.
You see, he's like that.
All right, hold on.
He's not a man you should spare. I don't know why the senator, what senator?
Hold on.
There are so many instances.
I know.
I swear, if you go to town here.
All right.
In the village itself, the village. Hey! If you touch me, I'll tell you. I'll say it now.
Not touching.
Whoa!
All right.
This is a guy, Deiko. He flew to Tripoli and got money. Kimunyo suffered. People kept quiet. Piracy. Hate. There are so many things. Let's just keep quiet.
No, before we.
If I were him, this is the last mama, give signal.
She did. Oh, which one? Which mama now?
Let's call for Mama God that he has gone to Hong Kong. You say you are running away from sleeping in Muthaiga police station. Where?
He's gone to Hong Kong.
Arudi.
There was some prior.
Prayer what?
Prior.
Why did he leave his phone with bodyguards? What is he using in Hong Kong?
Okay.
Yes.
But yesterday, I think.
Yes. Why didn't he wait and explain that he has got a prior appointment in Hong Kong? These are the people spoiling Uhuru Kenyatta's legacy.
He's on an official duty for the Senate.
What? Why did all of them, the senators, are leaving today?
Just him is.
Why they are leaving today? You think everybody doesn't know what is in the Senate? Watch out.
But I still want you to answer this question for me, Dr. Ari. Help me understand. Yesterday we saw at a certain event, some parts of politicians came out and said, a president is okay, but we need Raila Odinga to tell us, and the CS for Interior and the super CS to tell us what they know about this gold scandal. And by this, I heard the Vice President, Mr. Dr. William Ruto, came out to say that. How would you respond to that?
Ruto said that himself.
Raila and yes, he did. Yes,
He used his mouth. or some politician, because I don't want to.
No, he said it. I watched it. I'm a witness. Yeah.
The damn tapes are coming. That's the honest answer.
So
can I tell you the truth?
Matiang'i and Raila.
This is now politics. Let Ruto not confuse this. He is a deputy president. Let him stay out of this. Don't bring politics that Raila or Matiang'i, leave them out. This guy, stick to one man. You see, a few days ago, a few weeks ago, wasn't I telling people that there are people who kill people in Kakamega? I've been in this regional politics for 43 years. There is nothing you can do in Uganda which I don't know. And I swear, there are some people, like even the deputy, think that I don't know what happens there. The whole of that border up to there, I am a bad boy. I know everything that takes place. So next time, and take me slowly, shika pole pole. I told people that there is insecurity in that region. In 2013, 50 people in Bungoma went down. Nobody has claimed, nobody has even tried to help them, the families, to find out how 53 people were killed after elections. Wetangula came from South Africa and announced at the airport. I don't know whether Kenyans still remember what he said. He said, we shall make this place ungovernable. Ungovernable. 50 people went down in Bungoma. Over 62 actually. The commissioner of police was Kimayo. The people need a report. If you are an activist, these are the type of things you should work in. They went down. Those people need a report. It's like leaving South Sudan and Riaka drinking brandy and white, walking around. Nowhere. Nowhere. Nowhere, not me. As long as 484,000 people have been killed, slaughtered in South Sudan, someone must go to the tribunal. Someone, somewhere. You can't tell me peace. Peace what? What peace will you bring? Some people have to go to the tribunal. Face it. If you actually create a Sudan tribunal, you will see Riaka will leave Khartoum very early in the morning to arrive in Juba. I don't know why the people don't know political science. They don't know strategy. They don't know politics of ethics. They don't know. Created the ethics of the tribunal. Shikawa later tribunal. If you put a tribunal in one day, South Sudan will have every leader inside the Juba negotiating to say, Salva Kiir, let's talk together. What are we waiting for? We are saying IGAD is doing peace. You are doing which peace? Which peace? Which peace are you doing in South Sudan? Nothing. Let's come back to the question of...
Before we get to South Sudan, yes.
Yes, the question of scandal after scandal. These scandals are designed to fail His Excellency President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. They are well-designed scandals to make him fail in his work. I sympathize with my brother, my Pan-African brother. I don't know, but people, we have 39 months left. Me, I count every day. I tick every day in my room whenever I sit.
Is it 39 now?
Yes,
not 40.
They were 40, but they are 39.
Now they're 39 remaining.
And some days left. So we don't have much time to accomplish agenda number 4. 2, these scandals are brought in to derail the building of bridges initiative that Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila put together.
Yes.
There is someone who does not want to hear anything about the building of bridges initiative. He doesn't want to see the recommendations. They don't want to see the recommendations. They don't want to hear them. They will even tear them in parliament. They have prepared to even vote against them. They have been conspiring, and this time it will be your phone and your voice. Because that's all what international agencies do. If you defeat the serious fraud department of Britain, what does it do? It goes to telephone discussions. That's why all telephones must be recorded. All leaders of highest caliber, their voices are recorded. You can't use your daughter's phone and you think you will not be found out. No! No intelligence systems in the world can do that. So what DPP is a senior person in this field. He should not threaten the media. He's my son, he's my young man, and I will tell the dad. I'm telling you, leave the media to operate. You see now, because of this threat, the media has run away. The media doesn't want to help the president at all. You know that. They don't want, because they say, we were called vigilantes. Yet this war was coming up, kabisa. You wait when they release the ones, all this. Some people might not be even here. The tapes, these tapes were not got from here. These tapes came from the Sheikh themselves. They have private investigators. They have sent private investigators. You go to any hotel here, let me tell you maybe, and today listen to this. You go to the hotel for gym. Any of these big hotels, you want to do a gym, you do your gym nicely, you go out every day. Someone also comes to the sauna. He asks the girls, who is that guy? Oh, they said, no, that is a Ugandan man, Dr. Matanga. Oh, what does he do? Oh, he has got his television. Listen now carefully there. Now, the people who have called the Asians, the Arabs, to come to this country, come and accommodate them in these hotels. Then now the Arab stays 2 weeks, 1 week, 3 weeks. Then he starts using the hotel. Listen carefully here. Hotel staff, can you find someone who can help me? Then as you are busy drinking your kabia with your kaliko or any side dish that is available. Now I'm being honest now. You are having your meal. Whom do you see coming? Someone coming, oh sir, in Arabic, trying to talk to you. Oh sir, I have a problem. Then you ask him, what is your problem? Oh, you see, 2 weeks ago, I have spent about $200,000 here. Said, hey, you spend it on me. You spend it on me. Then, no. Then you say, please listen to my story. These things are happening in these big hotels. And these conmen, these same guys who are coming to say that, let me ask you, 30,000 billion of worth gold. Do you know how much it is? Where do you score it? No, where do you... The richest man in Africa has how much? This is stupid people. These people should go to China and be shot. I have no, Akia Mungu, I don't know. Mr. President, my brother, I will stand by you. Even if I'm not here, I will never speak ill of you. I will always stand by you. I don't mind. But the truth is, such people should not even come near a national function. That he has got $30 billion worth dollars? $billion? Does he know how much gold? Which Russian will allow you to have, which mafia, studying the international mafia, can a Russian allow you to have 30 billion? Store it where? Where does he store it?
Several tons.
Where? Where do you know several tons of 30 billion? 30 billion worth of gold.
It's a lot of gold.
Where is it? It will pack its way all the way from Kampala.
It was supposed to come from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yes.
Who will allow you to do it? Who? Who?
Yeah.
You ask your question, is this, why should even a newspaper give this flag airtime? Why? These are the people spoiling Kenya's name. Kenya was a very good country. A license of Kenya, you can use it to drive in the United Kingdom. They are spoiling it. Nigeria is gone. You see? Kenya is going to be blacklisted like Nigeria in international waters because of us having good hearts for these guys. When you want to talk, they say you're a vigilante.
So the gold was about 4,600 kilos.
So 4,600 kilos.
All the way from the
That's 4 tons.
Congo, yeah.
So you have gold. Where is it?
How was it?
Now can he show us?
And
If it was a good, if governments were serious,
yes,
order for him to show us where the gold is, the real one. And then we bring equipment from Britain to measure, not their equipment. Where is it? Where can you get it? Where can you get gold worth 30 billion?
And how was it going to be transported to UAE?
You know my sister?
One of the planes was going to come for it. Or what?
Which airport can you, no, which storage can you put 30 billion worth of gold? Which storage? At Jomo Kenyatta Airport, it will fill the whole airport. You know the whole area? So these people have conned the Kenyans too much.
So anyway, now the DPP is on the case, so let's just wait and see what...
we honor the DPP, we accept the DPP. He's a master, we leave it. But he threatening the press. Some of us are journalists from even international agencies. I don't only work as a journalist, I'm a Commonwealth Association journalist. In Rwanda, I'm standing as the Commonwealth chairman of the Commonwealth Association. As the chairman of the whole 56 countries of the Commonwealth. So we are not speaking rubbish here. And don't threaten people. And some of us have worked in reputable firms as senior consultants for Africa. I worked in Sky News, ITV, ITN. I've been to several missions in Somalia. I was in Somalia. I interviewed the union of courts, Sheikh Ahmed Sharif Al-Sharif, with Lindsay of ITN. I took them there. We have been everywhere. Don't tell us that we should not talk about. Nobody is talking that the president was involved. These conmen are the ones dropping the president's name. They wanted to escape by saying even Matiang was involved. Where was Matiang? Well, Matiang cannot deal with fake gold. Surely, you can do anything, say anything. With all the money that Matiang has in the ministry, does he need his fake gold? No, this is a lie. These people are lying. They are dropping Raila's name.
He has come out to say that he has delinked. This is what the Standard is saying. Mr. Kimani, I think you asked this question before on page 5. A gold dealer delinks Matiang'i Raila from the 30 billion Kenya shillings Dubai deal. So you can get the details from the Sunday Standard today in Kenya, in case you're around. Mr. Daniel Kimani, you wanted to know about that. So just get the details.
Raila is not involved. And let me make it categorically clear. Raila is not involved. These people drop Raila's name when he doesn't know. Matiang is not involved. They drop the name. Uhuru is not involved. They drop the name. Mr. President, they use it. If you sit in a dining in Kempinski or Intercontinental, on another table you will hear, oh, President, President, President. You hear.
And when I was reading that story just a few moments before we went on air, there's part of that story in the Standard says when somehow this had nothing to do with politics. So when it got wind into the political arena, one of the politicians from Rift Valley came to me and said, you know, you need to throw in these names in there just to make it correct. I don't know what that means. And then, it has become political correct. Because they want to smear, to confuse. Yes.
But the tapes for the damn money from Italy are arriving. The convoy has gone for them. So let's see. Let's see. Don't bring politics in this. These people have been conning Kenyans. You can't make Kenyan economy look so stupid, so bad, yet we all look at Kenya. Surely, soon you will not be changing Kenyan money in London. Yet we go to the Forex Bureau at the Heathrow Airport and they change the money. You say bring your 200,000 shillings, they will give you pounds. The money is acceptable. Kenyan money is acceptable in London. Now, when these people bring this fake dollar, fake currencies, they are killing this country.
Yes.
The country, the image of this country.
And economically might.
Our people work in Dubai. And our people are working in Dubai. When you do these things, the sheikhs in Dubai will retaliate.
They might target now Kenyans.
No, they will now start screening Kenyans. The bad way, the way they screen Nigerians in Dubai. When you go with Nigerian passport in Dubai, you are screened. That's why I don't go to a place like Dubai. It's very cheap. Very cheap for me.
It's actually one of the expensive places to live on earth, but
it's not expensive for me.
It has one of the
I live in the most expensive world.
It's called what? The tallest building in the world. One of the most expensive places in the world actually is Dubai. But that aside, I
can't go to Dubai. In fact, even if you give me a holiday,
they don't even have 3-star hotels. So now that
I can't.
Qatar,
because you find this type, like for example,
I told them now you have to build 3-star hotels because the least they have is 5-star.
Yes, now
to accommodate other fans from around the world.
Let's see this. Yes. Let's see this, my dear.
Yes.
Miriam, yes. That we live here, I and you, I have...
me and you know.
No, we can be living for work.
For work, okay, good.
That we are being given an offer for scholarship to do some things in Dubai.
Scholarship in Dubai?
Ma'am, you will go alone. Not David Matanga. Me, I've sworn. I would never... Because Dubai now...
Burj Khalifa, yes.
You meet a man like what is his name? This brown one. It's called what?
Zahir.
Zahir. What do I talk to him? What language do I talk to him about?
Just go stay at the Burj.
I just push him out because he's a fifth. I don't want to deal with a fifth. Stucky. You can't. I can't go to Dubai to do what?
Yes.
Dubai has become like a Nairobi River Road, where every Kenyan, every Ugandan, you know, we East Africans started spoiling Dubai. Dubai was very good without prostitution. We carried prostitution to Dubai. Our women created prostitution in Dubai.
What?
Yes, I'm speaking facts.
Okay.
Challenge me. They have carried prostitution from Kenya, from Uganda. All of them are there, selling their bodies, nipatie dollar. That they closed us out. We used to go to Dubai without visa.
In the name of slay queens?
Yes.
Okay.
We used to go to Dubai without visa. Ugandans used to go without visa. You enter a plane in Emirates, Papa, Wapi, Qatar, what? Women started flocking there. Wearing their skirts up there. Those people wear the clothes that go to the sand. It has to eat sand. As she walks, sand. We started wearing clothes up to here. We spoiled. They put a visa. I'm talking the truth as a grown-up. In Kenya, in London, United Kingdom did not have visa on us, on Commonwealth people. Nigerians brought us a visa. They started fidgeting with so many things. A visa was slumped in 1992. A visa was introduced 31st of March. March 31st. Is it 31st March? A visa was introduced. A Ugandan had to obtain a visa to arrive in London because Ugandans started thieving, doing funny things, fabricating passports. Time has come in Africa, we speak the truth. Jermaine, let it set us free. We spoiled chances. All these problems, this Bazungu, we are not complaining about us going there. It is us who have spoiled. That's why God has said, let's die in the Mediterranean Sea. And God make many of us go there. Because we make mistakes here. We kill our own countries. Look at the way we are killing our country now here. The best country in East Africa is being killed by few individuals who are trading in fake goods, fake currency. Investors are going to put us on index on top there. Miriam, which investor will come here?
It will scare them.
They will scare them off. They are killing the country. You tell me I'm wrong, then I can go and sleep.
You can go to Dubai.
Yes. No. Don't bring those, please. Don't make my heart. You know, I'm a grown up.
We need your heart functioning.
Please.
We don't want to mess your heart.
I don't want to go to Dubai.
All right, no Dubai for you.
And even if you bring me millions of dollars,
No
it's
Dubai.
like a con city.
Okay. In Nairobi is the
I'm
best
going
place
to talk about
right
Biafra.
now. Yes.
We are going to talk about what Buhari has done to make Nigerians even suffer more. So we shall talk about it today, also in the program. Yes.
And just before yes. So, do we go straight to Zimbabwe, or are we exhausted?
No, we haven't exhausted yet. Scandal after scandal. Fire after fire. The Jubilee government seem to be fighting fire after fire without delivering fire. The government seem to be fighting its own citizens again. And the citizens have been told to fight the president. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Some people are fighting the president. They are belittling in the name of the president. They have paid the bloggers phantom accounts to fight the president. They have created phantom accounts to turn on the president and mutilate him, eat him, enjoy him, slaughter him on Facebook. Everything you write about Uhuru, some people, 200 of them come for you. Call you big stomach, fatty legs, fatty what, go back to Uganda. Oh my God, they do this to me every day. Miriam, I don't sleep properly. But because of my friend, I die for my friend. I'm telling you frankly here, I stick to the truth. I'll never change. If we were to sink, let's sink together with Uhuru. Whichever boat takes him down, the only thing, we can't be buried in the same grave. That's okay. But on principle, on this planet Earth, I will support him up to the end. The way they did, they wanted him dead in 2009. Nobody wanted to talk about it. The same guys have now stuck behind here. They want him finished.
Okay. So you don't mind being on the Titanic with the president?
If the ship is going, we go
together.
I know, Miriam, if that ship takes all of us,
Yes.
as long as I'll never say I don't like Uhuru. No, it will be very bad for me. I'm an elder, I don't change. This man, there is one mistake with his deputy, that's all. He doesn't respect people who have helped him.
But also,
And you have had the point. I don't have any other problem with him. Period. The day he will come and say I'm older than him and I respect me that I suffered. I went to ICC to get it, Rule 68 to work. That's the day when I'll give him respect. I said the truth. That's it.
And this big ship, it's Kenya, so we don't want the president to sink, because if he sinks,
But the same people have turned. The same people have turned.
As a citizen of
No,
this
they have
country.
gone on this side and hired bloggers who have hired. Do you know the funny thing with these groups of Tanga and the another one is called what? Kideweleke, Sijui Klekeke, and then Tanga. I call them wanderers.
Wandering wanderers.
Well,
Okay.
wanderers. The other group of wanderers and the other whatever. I don't even know how to pronounce the name.
It's a tongue twister.
Now I don't know. Now the one of Tanga Tanga has bought phantom accounts headed by a man who used to be in the president's place. Now, if someone writes on your Facebook, said, I am Nelson Mwangi, then you call Nelson Mwangi on your messenger. Hello, Nelson Mwangi, Aterere, how are you? He said, what are you talking about? And you could hear the phantom man whose name is Mwangi on Facebook is not the real Mwangi. He doesn't speak even Kikuyu. But they have created it to insult the president.
What now Israel is doing to some African countries, targeting elections and using some...
Daniel said, Kielewe. I don't know how to say it. Daniel, don't create more problem for me.
Can you try it? You did
Kieleweke.
Good. See?
There are two groups. So those groups are hammering each other. You see now, in the middle, there is a president who has told them, don't do politics. We have 39 months left. They don't want to listen. So Matanga, I'm the only one left here. Let me die with my friend. Let me defend. We defend. Is there a day that we go here, Miriam, without defending?
Yes.
Is there a day?
You defend, I interrogate. That's
You have also defended. In the interrogation, you also defend.
Really? I'm an accomplice.
Yes.
Okay.
Not an accomplice,
Yes.
but you are the front runner.
I'm a journalist first.
Yes.
All right, Kieleweke. So far, well, I believe tomorrow.
Kiweleweke means it. Now you can see I can pronounce it properly.
Yes.
Kiweleke. Kiweleke.
Thank you so much for being so kind.
Franco Luanzo Makiadi.
Franco Luanzo Makiadi.
Yes. Lino Hamisi said, South Sudanese are still hunting for money, but no peace. Is in the Western world. The Frank Chama said, another one's called Tanga Tanga. I call them wanderers. The football club, that there is a football club.
Wanderers make it sound very gisty.
Yeah, very nice than the Tanga Tanga.
Yeah.
Because in fact, wanderers, when I wander from wander.
But that is a word they coined after President Kenyatta said some people are just tanga-tangaing around and...
In English, is wandering.
Yes.
You see? So, this is something in Africa we learn to speak the truth. We are not the manufacturers of these tapes. The tapes arrived from Dubai. Investigators, Mr. DPP, are here. They are private investigators who cannot declare at the airport that they have come to investigate. They have been following. They are in these hotels. They want to gather everything. These guys, the one whose gold was stolen, are very powerful men. They have money, more than the state we have.
They do.
Yes. So they have sent investigators. We are going into a very bad situation, and then we should not be told that we should not talk about it. We could lose people here. Did you know that? Someone has lost his 400 million. He could hire people to finish people here. The investigators here who have come privately to piece up who is this, who is that. So this tape is available. Maybe the DPP is the only one who didn't see it.
Free for all.
Free for all, it is too much. In fact, this guy is not a joke. You can look at his face. He's not joking.
DPP is the only Miss Jane come lately.
He needs his
came
money.
When the party
Let people tell you Wetangula quietly return his money. Yes. These guys are here. So don't blame Matanga. Don't blame anything. We are journalists. We are doing a simple job to help the president to fight corruption. Hallelujah.
Yes.
Thank you. Those who want to hate me, hate me. You can even write Baker name, big stomach, big legs, big what. Right.
They talked about your legs?
Yeah, they write about everything. That the big man go what, his stomach go where, go back to Uganda. Are you the one who decided that I should be born in Uganda? You are not God. If I were to ask where I was going to born, I would have said near Miriam.
Thank you. And it will be a pleasure.
I would have been a Christian every day.
You would have gone to church in the morning. I did.
You looked like you went to church.
I always.
I can see your face is
glowing. Yes.
Glowing. After boring.
The grace is sufficient. Yeah, I needed that. The grace is sufficient. Now.
This lady here is now a front runner.
No.
Okay.
I do study.
Dubai gold
yes.
deal is worth 30 billion. With who? Where is the gold? 30 billion. Are you selling the whole of Kabila?
So when Zahir was giving an interview, he actually disclosed that, because initially we thought it was just about 400 million Kenya shillings, but he said no, it's actually more worth. And what he was paid, I don't know how much he was paid. Was it 1.2 billion or million? Was as a consultant. That is what he's saying. So yes. So
as a consultant, bring the money because we don't want the city mortuary to expand.
Yes.
We said the truth here. Those men in Dubai. They are not a joke. The man on. Didn't you hear? Put the tape on. Let people hear the tape. Put it on.
You're defying the DPP.
Yes. What? Put the tape on.
Yes.
Let everybody hear what was being said.
What was being said.
We are not the ones who made the tape. It is Wetangula to come out and say.
And I hope Wetangula will come back from Hong Kong.
Yes.
And I hope he'll not divert from Hong Kong and try going somewhere.
He has diverted before. Wetangula
Could you? Yes.
Can I translate that? I'm from Luya community.
Okay.
Well, forget it, man. It's a shame.
I'm lost.
Western leader. That Western.
You
see all Western leaders. No, wait.
You say
all Western leaders this week.
You said your presidential candidate.
That presidential candidate.
On Friday.
Him. Oh. Yes. You see Western leader on all Western leaders on Friday.
Yes.
Are still in cells.
They have okay. Yeah. Over the killings at Matungu.
Yes.
Yes.
All of them. Because they don't listen. They have made people kill each other there.
Okay.
And we keep quiet. MPs hiring people to kill people.
It's very wrong.
To senselessly cut people's throats for political. This one, a case I was saying, I want Uhuru to tell me why he sacked me. Were you born to be a minister? Were you?
And they'll be spending the second night in the police cells today from yesterday. And also they took Matungu, I think a member of parliament also yesterday, together with the Chesa and somebody else. There are three of them, main politicians and other people who are involved in that.
It is sad. I feel so sad.
It is very sad.
So at times when I can see the pain which makes Atwoli get so much annoyed.
Yes.
You know, don't blame Atwoli. Atwoli is only vulgar. But at times, you, as a parent older than these guys, you feel so sad. Look at Malala. Look at Chesa. Look at MP Murunga. These are all people, our younger people. Dr. Murunga, whom I thought was worth it. He also is part of these bad games.
They're still in for questioning. So
yes.
Let's see what the DC, what the police will find out. The investigations will come up with.
It's a sorry state.
It is, and it is worrying. If you're going to kill the same people you're supposed to be leading, what are you
killing
doing?
People
for what?
At night?
Very innocent.
Slaughtering them.
And they're just killing randomly.
I remember the statement.
A lady going to draw water with her daughter was also killed. I think I saw another burial yesterday. A lady was murdered and she was expecting together with her 5-year-old daughter. For what?
And then now they protected themselves. Then they said drop Raila name, drop Batiang name, drop Uhuru name in this saga so that the pilipili can mix with the salt.
But I think also it's a good thing that they did that because that is what prompted the Sheikh to call the president because he thought president was also part of that.
The Sheikh
so
for people president. Who don't know,
yes.
The Sheikh has dispatched a team. It is here. It is with tapes. So even if the DPP closes us, the tapes are already out. They are here. And they are not taking this thing right. It seems they have...
It's a lot of 30 billion. It's a lot of money.
Yes, they are not taking it right.
Yes.
They want people, and they are going to go to get people. So let's get organized and talk about it. Maybe cool their temperature a bit, because they want their money. They have now protested to the government straight.
They wrote a protest letter
Yes.
to the Kenyan government, yes.
Someone cannot use the name of the president.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, look at the way. That's what I'm telling you. This is not a joke. This guy, these people are dealing with men who crushed Khashoggi, Kazoki.
He was minted.
This guy, Wetangula, is causing us problems. You have all these children, you want to be crushed like a meat.
All this, okay.
You saw what they did in the Turkey embassy.
With impunity. And that's
so if Khashoggi was only crushed for simple thing, for only opposing the king of Saudi Arabia, what about the real money which the man dug at the desert to get his money?
That's a problem.
He dug at the desert, isn't it? Wagwana watangula wagwana. Let me die with poverty, and let me be begging as I do beg.
But it's honorable.
Yes. If His Excellency the Deputy President also can throw me something, which he throws every day.
You go to church with him.
No, I prayed for you, Your Excellency the Deputy President. Throw something, guys.
No, you have to be part of the entourage.
Me?
Yes.
To wanderer.
Then you're
I am too old to be a wanderer.
Then you're not going to get anything.
Hey, let me die.
Let's just be an
But then this guy coming with a minting machine.
You should go get some of that money.
No, Mama, let's die like that. We shall not miss money to go to Qatar.
True.
At least by Qatar time,
we'll start saving for
we
Qatar.
Shall start saving.
Yes, for the World Cup.
Let's take a break.
All right. So we are going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to look at Zimbabwe. It's the old regime fighting the President Mnangagwa's new regime, and also South Africa after elections. What next? Remember the land reforms. The unemployment is at an all-time high. Corruption is really thriving in South Africa. So we'll try to look at those issues and see how the President Cyril Ramaphosa will try to, address that moving forward. Also, Sudan back to drawing board after regime change, and also South Sudan. Time for tribunal is now to save the peace process. So you let us know what you think. We'll look at Cameroon and is Biya falling apart. Also, we'll end with Libya. Why is the world silent? And we'll give you the latest in what is happening in that very troubling North African country.
Thank you.
We discuss Africa. We see what ails Africa. And today, this afternoon, we want to see whether Sudan will permanently remain a sick child of Africa. Is it a permanent sickness? Can we resolve the issues of Southern Sudan? Is it something that has gone wrong for 200 years? There has always been a problem in Southern Sudan, in that great region, starting from all the way the Alimadi Wars and the rest of all what happened until today. Peace seems to be elusive. Why has UN taken slow action? Why hasn't UN set up a tribunal? We want to see a tribunal that will make sure that Southern Sudan people are accountable. Those who committed crimes against the human beings. 20,000 Sudanese perished. They are perished. They are not accountable. Nobody can account for them. And we cannot sit here, go on hammering peace agreements without mechanisms of accountability. If we set a tribunal for Sierra Leone, for Rwanda, for Cameroon Rouge, we need somebody to stand up for the poor masses, the masses that have died, the masses that continue to die, the masses that are being brutalized, murdered, maimed on a daily basis by marauding armies of both Riek Machar and Salva Kiir. There must be an accountability. You are not going to sit here and tell people there is no accountability in Southern Sudan. There must be a tribunal. Why do we run to harass countries of Kenya, put ICC on Kenya, put ICC on this country, put ICC on Central African Republic? Why have we delayed on putting a tribunal for Southern Sudan to find out who is killing, who has been killing, how they have been killing people? Let me speak for the people in Southern Sudan, the women, the children who have not gone to school, the children who have no medicine, the children who have nothing, who have been running since 2013, and the war cannot end because of two people. Let them face the tribunal. I'm not going to keep quiet as a Pan-African to see Southern Sudan being maimed, being tortured, being cut, dismembered, and we keep quiet and watch people got images of people, of malcontents singing to us in Uganda, in Kenya, in Ethiopia, in South Africa, telling us they have money. Let them face the international tribunal and tell the tribunal who gave them the guns, where they buying them, how they were killing people. Enough of is enough. Enough is enough for Africa. We have had enough. There is no need of that anymore. Enough is enough. And if people have died, they will not cry. We people who are left on planet Earth must cry for them. We must find justice for them. We must make sure that there are leaders who go on bragging on television stations all over the world, who are accountable. They must be behind bars.
I'm Paul Mulagoli, a resident in Nyeri County. I've got services, fast delivery of services. Today I've got my clearance from EACC. I've also got my good conduct in less than 30 minutes. So before I could have walked to Nalombi, used my day, and maybe I will not even get all the certificates I required. So I can thank the President of the Republic of Kenya for this initiative of Huduma Kenya. We have got services, free delivery of services, 2 minutes, one is gone, and I recommend him. This is the service we want.
We call for a non-violent revolution. We call for a non-violent protest. We call for a non-violent march. This is what we are demonstrating to the world, and we have resisted Mr. Biya's army of occupation in our land, but this is a moment that we must continue to stand firm.
Of this nation.
Along with many other Cameroonians, many of you, as far back as the early 90s, and more frequently lately, I have insisted upon the imperative nature of genuine dialogue. Unfortunately, the government's solution has been cosmetic reforms and repression. Teachers, lawyers who raised legitimate concerns were either arrested or forced into exile. Doctors, important people in our society who asked for genuine dialogue, were met with punitive transfers and humiliation. It is regrettable that the government hasn't learned from the past.
We are ambassadors. We don't need anything again. The only solution to the matter is let the government solve this problem by giving our independent freedom.
We have a territory of our own. We recognize international boundaries. We have a language. We have a culture. We have our own laws. We have everything that is required by international standards to be a people and a nation and a state. The UN must give us this right.
We as a people, we have the right to self-determination, and we are determined to go our separate ways.
The people of the Southern Cameroons have suffered under the brutal regime of the annexationists, La République du Cameroon. We have suffered for 56 years, and we finally decided that enough is enough.
I think dialogue is the main solution, because the use of military has never been a solution to a problem concerning this kind of issues. So the government of Cameroon has to dialogue with the Anglophone regions to come to a compromise and let this problem be solved.
Now, we want to inform the whole world that the Southern Cameroonian prisoners of conscience in the jails of Yaoundé are on the second day of their declared hunger strike. Now, we want the entire world to know, because we are convinced that the regime in Yaoundé will be indifferent until they begin to die. While we encourage our brothers in this process, we also call on Southern Cameroonians to join them in a fasting, so that the whole world may know that we are a determined people.
Self-determination cannot be effective without self-defense. We are opposed to violence. We are opposed to war. But if La République, if the UN should continue to dilly-dally as they are doing, and La République comes now to attack our people, they are forced, they are bound by the law of nature to defend themselves.
Thank you very much, viewers. Welcome back to the final part. In this part, Miriam, go ahead.
Thank you so much for joining us. So we were just through with our first hour where we'll be looking at the current events that have been making headlines in Kenya, scandal after scandal. Can the Jubilee be able to deliver its agenda for, and what are some of the threats? And of course, corruption has been one of the top things that really might negate President's dream to see a better Kenya than he found it when his term ends, and that he would have served 10 years. And also, is a Kenya conduit of fake gold and diamond? We've just looked at that and the current scandal that is making headlines that has named top Kenyan politicians. But it's a story that is evolving now. And right now it is in the hands of the DPP, so investigations are underway, so we'll just leave that at that. And so right now we'll just move swiftly, and before I do that, I just want to appreciate our viewers from wherever you're watching us. And Maka Sigo, you're saying, Doctor, your show deserves a fund from a government, because it's like you're entertaining at the same time too, but no one is taking notice about it, but only God will do that, so keep up the good job. And also Lino Kamis, you're saying, Dr. Matsanga, your name in the Democratic Republic of Congo means drinks in your talking loudness. Are you sure you're not drunk? Come on. I think Doctor had read that earlier. And Sarah Makungu, you're saying you're born big brother in the family, my brother, so don't worry. And one of our viewers here, Ted Ting Nong, you're saying, let's talk about Cameroon. And we have some news about Cameroon, and we'll be talking about Cameroon just in a short while. And Deniso Sasso, you're saying, say something about these South Africans killing their fellow Africans, the same Africans who gave them refuge at their time of need. Is there a new spate of xenophobia right now in South Africa? Because we've not read any news, but there had been some xenophobic attack against other African nationalities just at the beginning of the year that I think we talked about here in length. And I think that is something that after swearing in of for President for his second term, Cyril Ramaphosa, that is also a challenge that he'll have to grapple with. And we'll be talking about South Africa. And after elections, what next? So stay tuned. I hope I will be looking at that. So thank you so much, wherever you're watching us. And thank you so much. So Doctor. And Dan Nganga, you're saying you love the show, very informative, and thank you. We appreciate your support and we appreciate you for watching. So you can always share this link with your friends and families across, and please, just create an awareness. Punchline Africa Television is a Pan-African television platform, and we get to engage and talk about matters that concern the motherland. So, Dr. Matanga,
Yes.
Zimbabwe, do you think the old regime is working overtime to make sure Emmerson Mnangagwa does not get it right as a president of Zimbabwe?
Yes. First of all, viewers, thank you very much. As we concluded the other part, let's move on the other African stories. And as you know, today we delayed because it's already 7 minutes to 4, which we shall extend for another 30 minutes because our network broke down.
Yes.
And our satellite just came back.
Had a little technical
So
hitch.
we are back and we are on course. Yes, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a country that is making me more scared about which future it wants to head to, why there is permanent stagnation in the place where it was supposed to move faster. Zimbabwe is a country that has made me work day and night to make sure that it picks up from where Mugabe left. But the problem is, in Zimbabwe's government itself, there are people who are working for the old regime who are undermining the policies of Emmerson Mnangagwa. And these people are within the government themselves, high positions. And then they are working together with G40 and other institutions to destabilize this country. So economically, Zimbabwe has made some inroads, but it is going in a direction which is not very good, conducive, in the sense that they are being derailed by the efforts of the old men, the old regime, those who know what to do and not doing it. Look at the system, for example. All the G40 people are scattered around the capitals in SADC. Why is Zimbabwe not asking them to be returned? They are there. And what are they doing? They are writing things against the government. They are inciting the government, younger men, to pick up arms in Zimbabwe. Jonathan Moyo is doing it on Twitter. Muzembe, Kasukwere, all these guys, Gono, all these guys are doing it. They don't want this government, and openly they are saying it. So why is the government keeping quiet, watching its own institutions being derailed by men who are inciting people on Twitter handle to go and pick up arms? Today, if you look at South African television station, it brought a program saying that the kingdom of Ndebele headquarters are in Zimbabwe. So what does that mean? They are bringing back secessionist policy. And part of the problem of that southern...
Or maybe they've not gotten over the death of the Dembele that happened, I think, in the 80s.
Exactly.
That Mnangagwa is said to have participated.
Again, there's that group that is focusing on President Mnangagwa. It wants President Mnangagwa to be tried for crimes. They are doing it. They are walking around all these countries. You find them in the capital cities, okay, in The Hague, where they are planning. They are writing letters everywhere. So, but the government itself does not seem to be bothered. These guys are there. Moyo writes. The government has not even written to Twitter to stop Mr. Moyo. You can be stopped from Twitter completely. Even if you change which name, they will find out. You can't. There's nobody stopping that. So these are some of the challenges that are putting Zimbabwe back. Zimbabwe Emerson had tried. Stability is picked up. The people were resilient. The people moved from Mugabe to Mnangagwa. Okay, they agreed. They are not like Sudan, who are still on the streets as we speak now, as if they will eat that tarmac. Yeah. So that is someone.
They're being served with proper chefs actually cooking for them.
Yes, you can imagine. And that shows the regime change was well planned. If chefs are serving this,
it's well funded.
Yes,
it's a well-oiled machine.
What they call futari.
Yes. The one when they break the fast.
They're breaking fast futari or whatever it is. So they are being served every morning, every evening, tea and everything. It's rusty. They are there. But Zimbabwe has got the potential to grow into a very big economy in Southern Africa.
And talking about Zimbabwe's economy, which right now is very worrying as it is, all things standing, do you think President Mnangagwa can really revive the collapsed economy of Zimbabwe?
He can.
How?
There is only one way that President President Mnangagwa can revive the economy. I don't want to give this for free. I've done it for a long time. I've given them advice in writing on how they can change the economy. But I think I'll try this for the last time. To change the economy of Zimbabwe, you need to be very, very principled in one way. If there are exports that are going out of Zimbabwe, never should you allow anybody bring back the hard currency. The problem of Zimbabwe is that people who are exporting flowers are bringing back the hard currency into the country. The country needs salt, sugar, pharmaceuticals, drugs for hospitals, and other essential goods. You don't need to bring hard currency to create a parallel market by these people who export your own goods from your soil. What you need is to tax them that before I give you an export license, I want you to guarantee me that you will bring back pharmaceuticals. Allow pharmaceuticals to heap and pile every route. And then the price of pharmaceuticals will go down. Because this man wants to sell his pharmaceuticals quickly, supply the government, make a quick turnover, a little profit, and go back for more. They have not done that. They have not allowed private investment to merge with government structures. The government needs to change the economy to a command structure. Are you with me now? I have turned an economist now.
I'm listening, I'm following.
Command structure is you buy the goods. They can go to that sheikh who is annoyed and buy the goods as much as they can. The government itself must buy the goods, not to allow farmers to bring the goods, or allow traders buy the goods, partner up with traders, put in every location warehouses where food and control the prices of commodities, government prices, no more, no less. Make strict on the ground, no corruption in it in the distribution. You'll get Zimbabwe back.
And also when President Mnangagwa, I think, came into power, the first thing he did was lifting the ban that the former President Mugabe had put on Zimbabwe assets. He said there was no foreign ownership on Zimbabwe assets. So moves like this, despite of the opposition or the curtailing, they seems to be getting from especially the old timers who feel that they have something against the president and maybe they're trying to derail the plan that he has to in terms of developing Zimbabwe. But lifting such a ban on owning Zimbabwe assets, which the President Mugabe had said no foreigners should do that. Will that in turn, maybe with time, attract foreigners to come in and invest? Because they need that.
That's a very good policy. Compensation of the old farmers, the white farmers who lost their farms have been compensated. That's a good plus to Mugabe, to Mnangagwa. He can move on, capitalize on that, make a step forward, lifting foreign ownership and investments, that it needs only Zimbabwe to have 51% or 100% control. That was a bad move by the former government. He has done that. That's a good gesture. Zimbabwe can move. The only thing he needs to do is to clean up his house from his intelligence system up to the end. The intelligence officers, the bosses there are not working for Mnangagwa. I'm sorry. They are working for foreign agents. They are not working for Emerson. Emerson is my friend for 17 years or more, and I tell the truth here on TV. Your intelligence chiefs, shuffle them. Shuffle them. If you don't shuffle them, sir, you are gone. That's all. That's somebody. Let's move to another topic. Because for me, yes. I am honest.
Yes.
I've said it, and I'm telling you again today. The former people like a Gono, like a Goche, yes. Like a Kaskwere, Muzembi. These are people working against his government. Bonyongwe, they are there. They are not working for him. And they have conduits within the systems of the army and the police and the other institutions. So as he sits up there, he should check. A revolutionary leader should check on what is happening around. If he doesn't, it's okay.
And one of our viewers here, Martin Nagatinza, thank you for writing. You're saying there is no political will in Zimbabwe. Corruption is rampant. No investors will pour their money into a pitless hole. How would you respond to that?
He has a point. If you still have all the people manning and handling customs, Zimbabwe Revenue Authority, manned by a wife of Bonyongwe, tell me,
so there needs
a man who doesn't like you, a man who never liked you.
There needs to be an overhaul.
An overhaul. Take them out, let them get and do. Take them to ambassador if you love them so much.
Why do we always take the worst representatives?
Yeah, that's where you can sit in the cold. I've said here, what is killing Kenya here? What is killing Kenya? It's because we have not overhauled. The president has not overhauled the cabinet.
And also when we talk about representation to our countries out there, the reason why I think we should take the best, now our ambassador in Dubai, what is the ambassador doing right now?
The ambassador in Dubai is not even coming out to cool down the pressure of these guys.
We have already talked diplomacy. Yes. That's why we need good
These guys are going, this man, the way he looks, tomorrow he's going to wake up and say, I don't want everybody, any Kenyan in this place. The way he looks, his looks are not joking. When they come with the minting machine that minces meat, they look for Wetangula every night. So let them get this money and take it back. Yes, and the Wetangula goes to jail for conning and causing us problems.
All right.
He's caused Kenya a huge problem. 40 days of a thief arrived. Hey.
Alibaba and the 40 thieves.
Yes.
Okay.
He escaped the embassy. He's the one who took the biggest percentage in the embassy. Made my friend Twitter Mwangi to go down. For him, said he's not an accounting officer. Sasa hapa nani alikuwa accounting office, ana sign document. A whole lawyer, you sign document. Hii mambo ya gold unafanya mdomo kwa mdomo. This is stupid, the standard law. You can't make me sign a document there mdomo kwa tunafanya mdomo kwa hoteli.
A gentleman's agreement.
Yes.
Your word should be
itakuletea gold. What about if the plane goes down? Utalipa nini? Yes. Utalipa nini? Wetangula also don't. I think he never went to school. He went to a wrong place.
He's a lawyer.
What? That is sign agreement. Moses Wetangula.
A gentleman's
agreement. Yeah.
All right.
Hiyo tunafanya mdomo kwa mdomo. Ndio sasa na kuuliza agreement iko wapi?
Yes.
Agreement iko wapi? So when you are thieving like Wetangula, thieve properly. Go back to school to start learning tactics of thieving.
The thieving school, the one you keep saying here.
Yeah. There is one man who has a school here. You know him.
All right, so we go straight.
Don't try me because I can't say it.
I stopped. I even moved to South Africa now.
Yes, you better.
Yes, so after elections. And of course, President Ramaphosa, right now, the latest from South Africa, he was followed up on one of his election pledges to tackle corruption by appointing a veteran lawyer to lead a newly formed anti-graft unit. His office confirmed on Friday. There are things that President Ramaphosa has to deal with that very quickly. Corruption, land reforms, unemployment. And one of our viewers there said we talk about xenophobia. I don't know if there's news pages that have broken in parts of South Africa. I've not seen such news. But it is the high level of unemployment that sometimes, ignites even things like xenophobia to happen. So after the elections, it was successful. ANC lost a bit, but they're still in charge. So what next for President Cyril Ramaphosa?
Let me tell you, Ramaphosa faces those three challenges. But above all, Ramaphosa faces the challenge of regime change.
From who?
From outside.
With what intention?
You see, if you look at the gunning of votes, we have over 50,000 votes. We have over.
Come back.
We have several DA seats. DA has gained. The opposition seem to have gained.
And even EFF, the
Yes.
economic front.
So what
fighters.
whoever is behind the South African regime changes like this, he wants Malema to be used to knock Mr. Ramaphosa. And Malema is going to be the man who will make Ramaphosa fail.
And Malema seems to have gained the points that the numbers that ANC has lost. Malema was at 6.4, now he's at 10 point. And ANC last time was 62 point something, now it's at 57.7. So
Yes.
it has lost. Malema has gained that.
It's because most of the South Africans grew up in hardship, knowing that a white man was very bad. Otherwise, Malema would have swept that place. If it had been another country where there was no apartheid, ANC is winning because it has sympathy from the black South Africans who are still looking at a situation that let's not dismember our country. Otherwise, time is going to come, they will dismember the country.
All right. So what's the first thing Ramaphosa should deal with immediately?
Corruption.
After his inauguration.
Corruption and unemployment. If you cure corruption, you'll have cured unemployment. Land reforms, put them on hold first. Let him not rush to distribute and take these people's land. The whites are going to slam sanctions on him. And once sanctions start...
Are they waiting?
Yes.
They're actually waiting.
They are waiting.
Yes, they're actually waiting.
So let him now first start on corruption, then go to other things like unemployment. Then land will come later.
All right.
Yes.
In that priority. So we move swiftly to Sudan and back to drawing board now after regime change. The removal of roadblocks in parts of Sudanese capital Khartoum has started, and this is according to multiple reports coming from Khartoum. So the army has gone out and the roadblocks are being removed now. And the army had suspended the talks for 72 hours effective Thursday morning because they wanted these roadblocks to be removed, and also the protest leaders hit back at the move, describing it as a surprise tactic by the military. But on this one, the military had a point.
Yeah.
Yes.
I told you, my man there is General Duklu. And General Duklu does not mess, will not allow South Sudan to go the war of Libya. So in the worst, the army could take the power completely.
Well, they have another 3 years.
Yes.
They have another 3 years, which I believe is a little too
they
much.
Can take completely.
Yes.
And forget about these civilians who are younger men. They are running like a helpless chicken. They don't know what to do. Wanakimbia like a cuckoo. Everywhere, they don't know even how to write a statement. When they go for press conference, have you seen how disorganized they are? So that is the life of taking over government. when you are not prepared to run the government.
To run the government.
Yes.
All right. So I think that is that. I think in case there's the latest, then we will get you that tomorrow early in the morning on our Good Morning Africa, the latest from Sudan. But right now, I'd like us to look at South Sudan. And you've said the time for a tribunal is now. That will help save the peace process in South Sudan. Well, the South Sudan's shaky peace agreement has officially been delayed for the next 6 months, as you already know, and worries are mounting that half a year leaves enough time for things to go badly wrong in a country where suspicion between the warring parties run very, very deep, of course. That is President Riek Machar's President Salva Kiir's side and his deputy Riek Machar's side. The suspicion and the lack of trust between the two runs very deep, and I think is one of the major things that has caused even this peace process to be stalled and the beginning of the unity government really to be postponed for the next 6 months. But these people are saying it might not be very good, and of course tensions now and worrying is mounting in South Sudan over the postponement of this for the next 6 months. And of course, meanwhile, South Sudanese are increasingly worried that the longer the fragile deal is delayed, the less likely it will be that peace will be held. So are South Sudanese worries are legitimate in this aspect?
Summary. I've talked on South Sudan.
Yes.
Hand them a tribunal. Give South Sudanese, those who died, need a tribunal to find out why 400,000 people died. Less than that, we are wasting our fuel, money to fly into Addis Ababa, Igadi, where to look for these guys. If you put a tribunal, all leaders will fly into Juba to make peace work, because nobody wants to go to the tribunal. That's it.
So
you see, Salva Kiir has already enlisted the services of Reinberg, the former
Kenyan
US ambassador to Kenya.
Yes.
He has enlisted him to go and help him to stop a tribunal. But I had already heard of the tribunal. One country in Europe had already proposed a proposal for tribunal, Miriam. I said it 6 months ago. And I can tell you the country, if you want. Don't push me too far. Na hiyo naweza sema sahi. It has a draft proposal for putting these warlords on trial. And then you are going to see. Let's move on.
Because November really is not very far, but people feel the 6 months is just doing more damage to the very already fragile peace process in South Sudan. So Cameroon is Mr. Paul Biya falling apart. And yet I read something yesterday from one of those international sites, and the US came out to say maybe secession might not, creating an Ambazonia state might not be a solution to the stalemate in Cameroon. How would you respond to that? Now the US is giving us very mixed feelings in this.
No, why the United States was saying that it is because they want now to remove the man himself. Even though those in French are bad off. Don't you see?
It's a strategy.
So if they remove the Yaoundé government,
yes,
that's better for Ambazonians. Automatically Ambazonians will declare their independence, like East Timor, which we created. We created East Timor. We created South Sudan. Why don't we create Ambazonia? Let's move next.
And Catalina also tried in Spain, but it didn't work out very well for them.
It will work. You know these places always fight up to the end. It will work.
Okay.
Because you look, if you disorganize Yaoundé, create a regime change in Yaoundé, and the men are on the streets, Biya will collapse, automatically Ambazonia will get self-independence.
All right.
Yes, next.
Okay, next we'll go to Libya, and there's something interesting there, just down there, that since 2014, the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, that now we seem to be having a problem.
I told you.
And Egypt have provided the LNA with military equipment such as aircraft and helicopter, helping Haftar to gain the upper hand in Libya's 8-year conflict, according to a previous United Nations report. So Egypt, which is now the chair of the African Union, together with UAE, have been the ones funding Haftar.
I told you. They are the ones. And the two, look at this, Miriam. The same UAA that wants to take us like a meat.
No, they will not.
They are that way.
They should just look for
They are there.
For the guy that they want.
Yes.
Maybe one or two or three.
I tell you, if they want your government to fall, it falls.
Okay.
Those boys are very bad. You saw the guy's picture. Bring that picture again here. We are in chaos. That man's picture is worrying. That way Tangula return his money.
Is it the eyes or just
the face?
Yeah.
They are not joking.
Yes.
Sorry. They are not joking.
So these are very worrying, and of course right now attacks continue from Khalifa Haftar, and the world seems to be silent about it. But just the other day, a coalition of forces allied to Libya's UN-backed Government of National Accord, the GNA, said it had received a shipment of armored vehicles and arms on Saturday, that is yesterday, as it tries to stop Khalifa Haftar's Libyan National Army (LNA) from taking the capital Tripoli. So there seems to be some things there, but also very interesting. The U.S. House Representative Tom Malinowski said the House Foreign Affairs Committee members will send a letter to the United States Attorney General and FBI Director asking to investigate Khalifa Haftar for war crimes and he and his subordinates committed in Libya, since Haftar is a U.S. citizen. Did you know Haftar was a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I know. That's why they have been funding him.
Even the U.S.?
Yes.
So now they want to start a proceeding and they want Haftar to be charged with war crimes.
Who?
Being that he's a U.S. citizen, Haftar.
Yeah. And that's why they went to dismantle ICC, because the ICC was after General Haftar, Khalifa. They are silent while the blood is flowing. The whole problem goes back to one country. And that one country is the country that killed Tripoli.
That killed Tripoli. And before we just end, I'm sure we wanted to say something about Biafra land before our viewers from Biafra. Hi, thank you so much. Yes, so is there a hope of a Biafra land in the first place?
It is.
How so?
Very, very so.
Because when you look at the leader now, Nnamdi Kanu, I think he's in the UK right now.
The Biafra will come automatic. There will be leaders. You see, Nigeria is moving towards, the economy in Nigeria is so bad. Corruption is so high. It's rampant. So people are moving in to overthrow the government one day. They will.
They will.
Yeah.
So there's a hope.
And that will be, once there is any turmoil in Nigeria anymore, there will be no return to.
All right.
To one state.
To a one state.
Yes.
So there are hopes of having a Biafra land one day.
It is there.
It is there. And Bismarck Bura, thank you so much. You're saying peace process in South Sudan has become employee of IGAD region and the money comes from international community. It is no wonder peace is lacking in South Sudan. And of course, member states of IGAD also have a stake and have been mentioned widely in their contribution to what is happening in South Sudan. So I believe IGAD is not even the right body, that the vehicle that even South Sudan can use to find a lasting peace. There's too much already between the different countries that are
we have 50,000 Kenyans in UAE. Do you know how bad this sheikh is?
50,000
Qatar is a brother. You know they are brothers.
Oh yes, they are.
But their plane does not fly near their airspace. That's how bad they are.
Because UAE and Saudi Arabia they had problems with Qatar because Qatar
Yes.
right now is a rising star in the Arab
Exactly.
nations. Yeah.
But because of that rivalry, this country are neighbor like Uganda and Kenya, but the plane does not pass near them.
Their airspace, yes.
So
It does not.
tell me,
They wanted Qatar to get rid of Al Jazeera.
tell me. So now
Yes.
you'd go and steal their money. You bring us. This guy is on the street.
50,000 Kenyans work in the
Yes, they will lose
Arab
jobs.
world.
The economy, they were sending money to their relatives. So when some leaders like Wetangula do these things at night in their houses in Karen, do they think or not? And then you tell us we should keep quiet. Aye. You know, Kenyans, 50,000 families depend on Kenyans. They send here money. And that money develops this nation, builds a house, changes lives. So we are going to lose that amount of people because Wetangula sat on a telephone. He said, yes, my brother. Is he your brother? Does he look like you? Oh, rubbish, Wetangula. You enjoyed some fish and seafood in Hong Kong.
In Hong Kong.
And I come ready with a jacket to go to Muthaiga. Muthaiga police is waiting for you. Uyu mutugani uyu.
Alright, so let's wait after he's through with his responsibilities.
And he should be the one guiding this younger man. This boy is very young. Wetangula should be telling them that don't do these fake things. But he's part of it. And another lawyer you saw somewhere, the lawyer who signs this agreement. You know the man who signs them?
Who is
the usual one?
Or the usual one?
The usual one.
Okay.
Unamujua, let's not mention his name.
All right, yes.
Because he might cut our tongue these days. No mention, Papa.
Bismarck is telling you Wetangula is just trying to make a living.
Where?
Whatever.
Hey. Before you go, you have now reminded me. The Indian elections ended yesterday.
Did.
The counting of the votes start.
7 rounds.
But what has ashamed me is that 85% of the MPs are criminals.
80% of the members of parliament.
85% of members of parliament, of a parliament of 373, 80% are criminals.
Wow.
All have cases.
It's a gang of criminals in parliament.
No,
Worse than ours.
You know, some of the cases emanate from defending their people. The law charges you. I was reading this report. I said, what?
That is.
There is no
mind-blowing.
difference. Even Kenya parliament is a bit all right.
Oh, you think?
Despite the struggle for more money. The struggle for more money.
So
Me on the
80%.
question of more money in the, the president has said he will never over his dead body sign an increment.
He will not assent to that.
Thank you. But now we should now go back to the law and break the law to allow MPs to do lobby work. Lobby work. When you come with a motion, you want a road to pass your place, you pay me. And I go and debate for you.
Wow.
That's what happens in Britain. You know, I studied the subject, Miriam.
Sorry, if you want a road to pass where?
If you want a road, you want a factory in your place, pay me.
Is that not corruption?
No.
You pay me.
Lobby money is different from corruption.
Oh, lobby money.
Yeah, you give me money to lobby my fellow MPs so that there is no increment.
Isn't that what happens in Kenyan toilets in
No,
parliament?
that is illegal now.
Remember the
But
sugar-
let's legalize it.
The sugar scandal, 10,000.
Yes, let's legalize it. If you want to bring a factory in Nairobi and somebody is objecting it, you pay lobby groups to lobby, to politicize, to campaign, to advocate for that factory to be built. It is allowed in the Westminster Constitution.
Okay. Lobbying.
So let's change. Let's change from paying them allowances for housing and give them a free hand to go back and work.
You want to
And
give
also-
these people a free hand.
Yeah.
But have you seen our politicians?
Because our day, have you also seen the queue Have you seen the queue at
I've not seen queues there because I don't visit the home site.
Yet
I don't know.
the homes of the MP
Politicians.
on Saturday morning is like a polling station.
But that's why they have so much security around them. They don't want them.
And we want to thank President Uhuru Kenyatta for listening to this television station. We said it on Thursday that Kenya is always like that, reactive.
So he added more
Give
time.
them time. You remember? Time was extended.
Yeah, for a
You
week.
have forgotten that, Mama.
We did not ask him to
As
give
if
him time.
so we.
But he did,
Why did we rush?
We rushed.
But thank you very much, Mr. President, for giving Kenyans more time to register. If you have not registered on your Huduma number, Mama, Baba,
Go register.
Mutoto, Nani, run and run.
Yes.
25th of January of May is the last day.
Next Saturday. Yes. But you see, Kenyan, with all their peculiarity, yesterday there were no queues on the lines. Or there were no queues on the Huduma Center.
Because they had.
Registration.
Again, they have gone back.
That's what I'm saying. Kenyans with
Listen,
their peculiar habits.
as they have had the extension, they have now gone back.
And then they'll start going
And
back
wait
on Thursday.
again next Thursday, you'll see queues. That's what they do in Kenya.
Yes. Peculiar.
You know that the case will be in Hague on Monday. You go for a visa on Friday. The embassy works for only 6 hours. So that's how the life is. We have been part of dilly-dallying, going up and down. Thank you very much, viewers. Send me home now.
All right. We'll see you here tomorrow at 11 a.m. for another edition of Good Morning Africa. But for now, thank you so much.
Another edition of smiling, bowling, and everything.
Yes.
Yes, in the morning.
All of that. We'll see you tomorrow.